Yashasvi Jaiswal, I haven't reached anywhere near my dream of playing for India. Yashasvi Jaiswal, I haven't reached anywhere near my dream of playing for India. Broken trophy, shattered dream. But under-19 World Cup star Yashasvi Jaiswal returns home wiser and stronger. Yashasvi Jaiswal was named the player of the under-19 World Cup. The narrow lane outside his coach's house is crowded with students streaming out of a nearby school. Just like any other regular Mumbai late afternoon. Yashasvi Jaiswal, India's new teenage cricket star who tallied 400 runs in the U19 World Cup in South Africa, sits cross-legged on the living room floor, having lunch. In the adjacent bedroom, an unpleasant news lies. His Man of the World Cup trophy sits on a table, broken in two pieces. He can't recollect how it happened, but more revealingly, he isn't upset. He just shrugs. His coach Chavala Singh pipes up, this isn't the first time. He cares more about runs, doesn't fuss too much about trophies. His parents land up later in the evening from Badawi, Uttar Pradesh. The mother frets about his weight loss. Kitna sab gaya hai tu, you have shriveled, don't you eat properly? Jaiswal smiles about it later. How can I make her understand about fitness? Perhaps he should tell them about his weakness for cold drinks. Both parents are understandably proud and delighted with his success. Jaiswal's scores in the World Cup read 88, 105, 62, 57, 29, 59. What was Jaiswal's takeaway from World Cup? Loss in final not being end of the world, teenage weakness for cold drink that he wants to shed, gratitude towards coaches who set him on the path, improved understanding about his own game and a friend in London with whom he discusses everything, learning English in the process. When he left India for the tournament, Jaiswal was known for his inspiring rise out of socio-economic challenges. He sold pani puris and lived in tents of groundsmen at Maiden where he honed his game. But he returns home with enriched understanding about himself and his life. Much of his traits predate the World Cup, but it too has played a part in the development. It started with how he felt ahead of the first match. I told Sir, his coach Chavala, that I am not feeling the pressure that I faced during Vijay Hazare or Ranji Trophy. Not that the coach was surprised. He is like that. Sorted kid. Jaiswal says he realizes that the road ahead would be tougher, but he is aware and ready for it. Until now, it was just age group tournament. Now that I will be in men's world, I know I have to double my hard work. The first casualty might well be that cold drink. Yashasvi Jaiswal has extraordinary game sense and unflappable focus, says Mumbai's under-19 coach Satish Samant. Express photo. What stands out in the numerous interactions with him over the last couple of years is the ever-increasing maturity and a philosophical outlook to life. Urged by the coach, Jaiswal wakes up at dawn every day to spend some time reflecting on himself and what he needs to do. I know about myself. I don't have anything to do with the world. I've kept my life simple. Clear? I wake up around 5 a.m. Sir told me to use the time to talk to myself, understand myself, motivate myself. That's what I do. It's important that in these times, you spend time on yourself. I don't waste time thinking about how others should understand me. I've understood myself, that's more important, Jaiswal says. My fight isn't with the world. It's with me. My only bad habit is cold drinks. I plan to leave it now. Too much sugar. I have to get fitter. I do meditation. I have started to give more attention to fitness as it's key to succeed. Just 18, he understands the importance of being focused. It is easy to get distracted in this age. You will become what you think, your thoughts make you. Jaisa Satrajwana is Banoj. Some of my teammates do tell me that I should get onto social media. I don't see why. Since childhood, I was clear in what I wanted to do. I left my home, left all my comforts so that I can reach where I want to. I haven't reached nowhere near to my dream of playing for India, he says. He suddenly jerks up. How many under-19 players you can recall now? This World Cup is good for exposure, but we also have to see how many go on to play for India. He knows the first step would be domestic cricket. He wanted to play a Ranji Trophy, but he landed on the opening day's play between Mumbai and Madhya Pradesh. When are the under-23 games starting? That would be my next. Mentor Dravid. He is grateful about the conversations with benefactors who came his way. Like Rahul Dravid, Ashish Kapoor, and Wasim Jafar. It was Kapoor who was the junior selector suggested that Jaiswal should play as an opener during a tournament in Sri Lanka. I am thankful to him, else probably I won't be here today. I didn't have great numbers before that, batting at number 6, but he had faith in me. His decision changed my life, and of course Dravid, who had numerous chats with him before the tournament. Rahul sir said, my role as batsman would always keep changing depending on partner and situation. He told me to plan accordingly and to understand the tempo of the game and the team's requirement. Those words are fresh in my mind and it helped me to build my knocks. I remember he also said, this is perfect platform for you, take time, you have all the shots. When the teenager feels like sharing something, good or bad, he calls up his friend in London, Henry Hamilton, who had come to Mumbai with the English club a few years back and struck a friendship with Jaiswal. I take my time to open up to people and trust them. I don't have many close friends. Henry Hamilton is my friend. I like chatting with him. The best part of talking to him is that he speaks to me in English, so my English improves. We have become like a family. Be it low and high, I talk to him and even his mother. I have visited their house, the Jaiswals to the World Cup in particular. He regrets that India didn't win it but says it isn't the end of the world. My sir, Tripala Singh, had given me aim to become man of the tournament, so it was on my mind. I batted as per situations. I know when to gear up, and if sometimes I misunderstood situation, then a message does come from dressing room. My moment of the tournament was the 100 against Pakistan in a winning cause. Before every World Cup match, Jaiswal would search for motivational songs in English in a music app on his phone and hear them. No song in particular, he says, that genre usually does the trick. That was my way of getting into mood. Everyone is different. Someone like Bandya, a Tirvankokar, has to do musty before the game. That's his normal way to relax and prepare. I like to be quiet and calm, that helps me to focus. So I listen to songs. I do get angry in the middle, but I prefer to let my bat talk. Wrong shot, he feels that he had with the shot selection in the final, where he made 88 but India tumbled after his exit. I played a bad shot, it wasn't needed at that time. The ball came much faster than I expected. I'd got a slower ball just before that. He cues up a phone conversation from just before the final with Wasim Jaffer, who is playing for Vidarbha in the Ranji Trophy. I was a bit nervous and he told me that I am doing well, and just take time in the middle. But it didn't go away. Nothing has changed for me. Of course it would have been great if we had won it, but it's not the end of world. In fact, everyone was normal after defeat. Win and losses are part of the game. We lost the toss also, it had rained for 2 days. Had we won the toss, you never know, the result could have been different. The match ended with a bit of heated drama when the teenagers from both teams got into a tangle of sorts. Jaiswal says he was a bit behind his teammates and didn't see what went down. I was told that they, Bangladesh players, made some inappropriate gestures. Some provoked Priyam Garg too. The entire match was pretty intense with frequent sledging and emotions got the better of a few teenagers. The intensity was such during the game that all thing happened. We all were desperate to win. Us and them. We sledged too. They also did. I was also praying that Bhagwan, kuch kar do yaar, do something, let us win the match. He is jet lagged and tired and he awaits the arrival of his parents. The only thing I know is cricket, I don't know rest, Baki duniyadari mujhe nahi naati. My life is those 22 yards and I am ready to do anything, be it fitness, fielding, anything, to reach my goal for playing for India. Please save the trees and nature, please subscribe my channel, thank you.